And so now we have my 92 Integra at home. This has taken two huge trips. One trip to San Francisco where I drove there and bid on the car and won it. And then the second trip where I flew out there and drove it home. Now the car is finally here at my house and it's time to start having some fun with it. So I got home on a Saturday night about 9 p.m. I had some company in town, so we went to breakfast the next morning, and then obviously I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. So first stop was at the self-service high pressure wash where I took care of some of the undercarriage, the wheel wells, things like that that you can't really see. Then I got the car home and I took care of the soaping it down. I did door jams, I cleaned up, the entire dashboard had goop all over it. I got that cleaned up and basically spent the better part of the entire afternoon doing that, as well as a one-step McGuire's wax. So this detail is pretty short and sweet. I'm just going to talk about some of that cleanup effort, and then we'll see where we go from there. Beautiful Sunday here in Phoenix. We're getting ready to start on the initial detail of my 92 Integra sedan. I just got back from the coin-operated car wash, self-serve, so I did the undercarriage as best I could, wheel wells, stuff like that, just that you want to get with a really high-pressure hose. Now begins the real work, which is going to start with the interior. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum it right now, probably start with windows and wipe downs. This car needs a lot of work. Of course, it has no factory floor mats installed, but the main thing is it's almost as if somebody sneezed with milk in here. Every single device is just covered, and you can kind of see it in the corner there, with a white stuff. And look at this, even this disgusting layer behind the steering wheel. It's in the door panels and everywhere. Look up here in the clock. So I don't know what happened in here, but clearly there is some work to be done from a cleanup perspective. So that's first order of business. Gonna go ahead and get started on this and see how far I get today. The cool thing is the seats are really remarkably nice. They've got different textured fabric than my GSR has, but again, it's a very well-kept interior for 26 years old. Again, just some of the gross stuff here in the vents. So it's going to be quite a bit of work getting this thing tuned to my specs, but I'll do the door jams as well. I'm going to soap those down with some car wash concentrate. Anyway, I'm having a good Sunday. This door panel got chewed up, literally. Probably a dog was back here, because the other thing I noticed was this kind of ashtray door back here has got severe damage. So gonna be sourcing a new one of those. One of my favorite things to clean in a new car is door jams. So these are gonna get shined up as best I can. That is disgusting. I'll do an in-depth engine bay touch-up at a later date, but for right now, I'm just gonna wipe down some of the high spots. There's a couple spots I'm gonna try and get out. See these scuffs right here? Underneath the fuel door, there's also one back here next to the A. I'm gonna give those a whirl with some of my scratch remover. Don't need to advertise for Auction City anymore. Good people, but I'm not a plate frame kind of guy. Holy moly, got something else to clean. Much better, right? This is one of my favorite things about old cars is look at that stack of stickers. So the person who owned the car most recently bought it in 1996. That means there are 22 years worth of stickers right here. Pretty thick. Okay, phase one is finished. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the car out, put it back in the garage so I can do a little bit of paint work. Did a very quick tire shine. I'm gonna be doing the exterior black trim with some of this Meguiar's Natural Shine. Really like this stuff because it's not oily and it won't attract a lot of dust. So we'll give that a whirl right now. We'll get the excess off after this. I'm just getting the base coat on here, let it soak in for a little bit. Because I'm a little nuts, I'm even doing inside here with it. By the way, this stuff is the best. Highly recommended, and don't judge me for putting that on my car. In a future video, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt respraying these wiper arms. They're supposed to be black, like those. So that's an upcoming project. Maybe today if I get ambitious. So I couldn't resist getting started on the interior of this one. It had that white overspray all over inside the instrument cluster, in the vents on the dash, everywhere. I've basically been going through it just with a very damp microfiber rag to get as much as I can. I'll come back and do a little bit of detail with the toothbrush, but I can already tell a huge improvement in here with all that gunk that I got off the dash. Going over the door panels with some of that natural look stuff as well. Not too heavy, just enough to give it a little bit of a sheen. There's a decal here in the back window that's about to go bye-bye. Gonna have to get to it from the inside. Time to take it to the next level. We are going to wax our door jambs before we wax the exterior of the car. It's a little detail, but to me, it makes a difference. Look at that stuff shine up. This has not been cleaned to that level since really probably it was new 26 years ago. Time to work on the body now. We're going to go ahead and do a single coat of hand-applied Meguiar's Gold Class Carnauba Plus Premium Paste Wax. Turned out pretty well, if I do say so. This is a full afternoon's worth of effort on this car, and it shows. Obviously have some dent removal to take care of here, time and money permitting, but for right now, I'm pretty satisfied with the results of a one-day cleanup. Lots of potential with this one for sure. $117,318 on it. The other thing I wasted no time with is records. So this is a habit and a tradition, is keeping a binder on each of my cars. So the Integra Sedan already has one here, and clearly because I have no records on it aside from my purchase paperwork, not much to it, right? The ILX has a pretty thick binder, 200,000 miles later. NSX, Vigor, Legend Sedan, Integra GSR, and then the Legend Coupe, 560,000 miles in, has two massive binders here, literally with records all the way back to its first oil change in 1994. So again, kind of nerdy, very nerdy, but I do this. So this one is ready to go.